Good morning. It's Thursday, and I want to talk to you a little bit about your last three writing assignments. Your research proposal is coming up now, and so that's what you should be working on is your research proposal. I wanted to make sure that please, by all means, go into the assignment section under third writing assignment, and you are going to see the lecture notes on your research proposal. Those notes should tell you everything you need to know about how to prepare your proposal. Also, I gave you some great samples of proposals. I think the last one that I put in there was actually done by a student, a UHD student. So take a look at those. It'll give you a great idea of what you're doing. You may not be able to produce something quite as elaborate as that student, and you may do even better, but at least you should fall somewhere in the middle as far as finding an idea, finding a problem that you want to address of any sort, and thinking about some solutions and proposing to me, your sponsor in this case, or if you look at it as if I was your manager or somebody who approved the budget or some type of director at your job, whatever it may be, you're just addressing it to me and telling me what the problem is and giving me all of the information that I need to see if this is something that is feasible for me to finance and fund within the budget. So that's basically all you're doing. This is going to be the ultimate the art of persuasion, as we've talked about. Technical communication and rhetoric is all about persuading an audience. And so we're going all the way full circle, and we're going to be discussing the idea of being persuasive. So, and this proposal is just one of the best ways to do that. And that's why we're going to do that in this class. So I wanted to give you this full week to come up with some ideas, share them with your classmates, talk about it in the discussion board, and you have next week to put a draft together and turn that in next week. That's also one of the reasons why your discussion posts are very important, because they not only let me know that you're reading the material, but you also get great information from your peers as you discuss these topics, as you discuss these chapters and these pages in the book. This is all the information that you're going to need in order to put together these last three writing assignments. So all of this goes together in one package leading up to your final products that you have to produce. So that's the reason for these discussion posts. I noticed on the last one or two, there weren't a lot of participants in the discussion posts. Those are very important because you can really piggyback off of each other and really help each other. This is your only opportunity to really collaborate with one another and discuss this content that you're having to read, and ultimately the products that you're having to put out. So your research proposal draft will be due at the end of next week. Because this is the last 2 months coming up, of full months of having class, the timelines are going to be really important because I'm trying to give you enough time to put this together. This is essentially a research paper. It's a research paper. So I'm trying to give you enough time to do that because I realize that takes time. You have to do some studying. You have to do some reading and become familiar with some articles. But that's also why the lecture notes are really important. The sample proposals help you out. There's a link in the lecture notes to a gentleman that talks a lot about proposals and how to do that and how to be persuasive in those proposals. And you have your book, and you have your book with actual proposals that have been done with an actual example. You'll see the example with the hospital workers who wanted to unify their tablet usage rather than some of them using their tablets from home and some using the ones that are issued by the hospital, and basically trying to get funding for tablets so that they'll have a uniform tablet policy. That's a real thing. I work in healthcare, and within our department, we were doing something very similar to that, where we were using iPads for patients to register them in the system and collect money and all the different things we had to do. So that's a great example. So be looking at all of that information in the book, the lecture notes. Do your discussion posts, talk among each other. When you put all that together, you should be able to put together a decent proposal. But reach out to me by email for sure. If you need a Zoom conference with me, if you're getting stuck on anything, if you're struggling on any aspect of this project, let me know. If you need any clarification on anything. So let's just dig deep, dig our heels in, and communicate and stay in touch with each other. And I'll help you get through these last 3 writing assignments. So have a great Thursday today and be safe, and I'll talk to you later.